game, and where do you think it'll be won?
I think will be tough, the game, first of all. I think it will be an exciting game with two very good teams. And what is going to happen, hope that we, on the end, we can have a very good performance and can win the game. That is our objective, no?
How different do Arsenal look this season? I mean, you've gone up against them for the last 5 years, both at Southampton and obviously here. I mean, the atmosphere seems to have changed there, and they're much more difficult to beat.
No, of course, when after Wenger era, I think always when this situation happen, always with when arrive a new manager, always the thing change in the clubs. Of course, I have a very good relationship with Unai, and he's a great manager, and of course, he's doing a fantastic job there. But always Arsenal was a very good team, with very good player, with an unbelievable management from one of the greatest manager ever. And of course now it's a complete different culture for a manager that is Spanish, and of course that will be tough because. I think they are doing a very good job from the beginning of the season. I think they sign a very good players too, and of course on the squad have very good quality, and it will be tough.
You mentioned that you know Unai quite well anyway. What did you make of the fact that he recommended you for the Valencia job as a successor back in 2012? Can you talk us through what happened?
No, it's so clear. I think I saw an interview I think was in a newspaper in Spain, but that was true. And I called him to say thank you, and of course I am so grateful, and of course make me feel happy that one colleague like Unai recommend you to another team. And of course, we face in Spain when we were there, and always we build a very good relationship, personal relationship.
Is he a coach who perhaps looks at the opponents a little bit more than most other coaches, and will that make your job difficult possibly on Sunday?
Of course, he's for me an unbelievable manager. He showed in a different clubs in Europe. And of course, will be tough. Will be tough to play against him, against the teams that manage him, and of course, and then Arsenal have a very good player, and of course, it's a derby, and when it's a derby, it's an exciting game. Means a lot for the fans. I think it's a component that emotional that make more difficult to play this type of game.
There was a lot of talk in the lead up to the trip to Chelsea last season about how long it had been since Tottenham had won there. You've got a similarly bad record at Arsenal. Are you confident now that your players have the mentality to go and win this type of fixture, especially after the win at Manchester United this season?
Yes, I think the mentality so far is so good. I think now it's about to deliver the job. I think we have the belief that is most important in football. The belief is and the faith that you can beat any team away from home or at home. And I think today the squad have that belief, and that is the most important. And then the performance can be good or not so good, and maybe you can have some, or you have some lucky or not in different games. But I think with the right mentality, all is possible.
A couple of your players, at least, have said that they're still finding the pitch at Wembley very difficult, even though you've had some good results there. Is it a relief in some ways to be playing at a different surface, even though it's Arsenal?
Well, I don't know what they say, but only I am so happy to play in Wembley. I am so happy. Of course, the pitch is not the best, but that circumstance we knew that is maybe arrived that moment, and we are going to struggle with the with the grass of the pitch of Wembley, but it's not Wembley fault. It's the circumstance that we need to take, and I think for both teams, when we play against Chelsea or when Inter, was the circumstance and the situation was for both teams the same. Of course, that you want to play in better pitch or with better grass, but that circumstance is not Wembley fault, and I think it's the circumstance that still our stadium is not ready.
Mr. Sissoko seems to be vastly improved as a Tottenham player recently. What do you think is the key to his rebirth as a Tottenham player, if you like?
But the key, like I told in the last press conference, for me, we cannot underestimate the platform that offer Tottenham for all the players to improve. When you see not only him, if not Dele Alli, Kieran Trippier, Eric Dyer, player like fullbacks that became international like Danny Rose or Kyle Walker or Harry Kane. I think it's, or in this case that you asked me about Moussa Sissoko, I think it's the platform that provide Tottenham is a massive opportunity for all the players to improve. That is important to recognize and not underestimate that situation that is so important, because I think in the last I think four years and a half, how the player improve are amazing, are massive, and that is a big credit to the platform that Tottenham provide to the players.
You're only 5 points off the lead with Manchester City at a time in the year when you tend to find your best form and go well between now and the end of the season. Do you consider yourselves title challengers?
We are in a very good position on the table, very good position. And if you consider last season in that moment, I think we were with 6 points less, and we improved a lot from last season. We are closer than last season, than the top. I cannot say that we are a contender for the title. I think Manchester City is in different level, and of course, a club like Liverpool, Chelsea, the same Manchester United or Arsenal, they made more investment than us in different level, of course, and I think they need to show or need to be the contender, or they are the contender more than us, but we are there. If we are capable in the last few months of the season to be in a good position on the table, we are going to try. But football, like before, from the beginning, I told you, it's belief, it's faith in your quality, and then it's the approach of the game with the right attitude and the right way, and all is possible.
Just finally from me, the club announced in the last hour that they'll be having a familiarisation event at White Hart Lane. How much of a relief will that be to you, because it's a sign that the move home is just edging that bit closer?
Yes, make me feel very happy, very, very happy, because I don't know if Simon is agree with me, but maybe make me feel that we are close, no? To compete there. I think it's an important thing to the fans, for the fans, and for the club to start to show our new home, and yes, make me very, very excited.
Mauricio, afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
You've mentioned about the battle for the championship, winning the title itself. The top four, the way the clubs have spent all around you, the way they've been going, you said the points that you've accumulated more so far this season. Is it arguably stronger, that battle even for the top four?
Yes, I think it's tougher than last season, because with the same point this season, last season, I think we were second or in a better position. I think yes, to be on the top four in this season will be tougher than the previous season. Yes, I agree. But we have the belief. We have the belief that we can do, and deliver a very good job. That is the most important, because the quality, we have the quality.
Unai Emery is a man you know very well. How have things changed at Arsenal under his management?
Yes, I think it's sure that this completely different manager, person than cultural, if you compare with Wenger. Of course, Wenger made a fantastic job, great job. For me, it's one of the best managers ever in the history of football. But now it's true that it started a new era in Arsenal, and of course, always when arrive a new manager, arrive new ideas and different way to do the things. Of course, that they are doing a very good job. They start from, I think, a very good start on the Premier League, playing in Europa League. And of course, they sign good players. They had on the past a very good team. And of course, he's doing a fantastic job. And he's going to do a fantastic job because he's a great manager.
You've been involved in many derbies all around the world. How does the North London derby compare?
It's difficult to compare, and it's not fair to compare. I was involved when I was a player in Newell's Old Boys, Rosario Central, or I was a player too, Espanyol, Barcelona, Paris Saint-Germain, Marseille, and now like a manager, I think it's a special game. Always is tough to play this type of game, because it means more than a game. We know very well how it means this game what means for this for our fans, this game. And of course, but in the last few years, I feel Arsenal, like Chelsea or different team, London or West Ham, that is a derby and a special game and means a lot for our fans. And every season, I think we had one team more, no, like Palace or Watford, or now we are going to play again Fulham too, no, and another club in London that is in Premier League.
Does it mean as much to the players? You keep mentioning the fans. Does it mean as much to the players, would you say, the derby?
No, of course the players feel that, and of course the players are aware about what means that game. And of course we have a lot of players that through the academy arrive to the first team. They know very well what it means to play against Arsenal.
And just finally, away from this game, I'd like to mention the Copa Libertadores and the move to Bernabeu. Your thoughts on that?
But I don't know. Still rumors, because many people say they confirm the game, but in Argentina they don't. Still, they are fighting to try to play there the Clásico. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to say. I think waiting for the confirmation, official confirmation, and we see what happens. But for me, it's a sad moment, because I think the Clásico is to play in Argentina. Sure, it's completely different to play now if it's true in Madrid. But for me now, I think it's not important who is going to win or who is going to lose. I think what happened on Buenos Aires before the game, for me, it's not important anymore, the game or the title or the Copa Libertadores, who is going to win.
Ali?
Mauricio, you've had to be managing the players very carefully recently. Can Dele Alli, Moussa Sissoko, Ben Davies play 3 games in 8 days?
We are assessing them. Maybe yes, maybe no. It's true today, and we have tomorrow to decide. Of course, if we feel that the player we are going to take some risk, of course, we are going to rest. It's not important the name. If we believe that we need to rest some player, we are going to rest. We are not going to take the risk. We are going to put the player that we believe that can cope with 90 minutes the effort. And you cannot avoid 100% the risk on the player, but we need to be sure that the players that are going to play, we feel that are ready to compete.
You've got a tough decision in central defence as well, because of Van Foyt's recent form. You've got Vertonghen as
Easier.
Yeah.
Yes. When you don't have an option, you need to play with the player that you have. But when you have options and all the player in the last few weeks are performing in a very, very good way, if you take one decision or another, you are right, and that is the most important. No?